The OG. So let's delve into the family life. What would you say is the most important thing of marriage, or for you? What has been the core that has kept you and your wife grounded in marriage for this decade?
We don't want to fail each other, and just having that support system from that person that you said that you was gonna support. You know what I mean? Like we made that commitment, and you know, just trying to stick to that. Being vital, like you say, vital to the title, and to the words that we spoke. We get on each other's nerves. Trust me. She get on my nerves every day. She probably calling me right now. Where you at? I told her, hey, I gotta go do this interview with Sane Afrikan. She know, but being responsible for one another. A lot of people don't want to be responsible for one another, man. And that's a big part of it too. You're not somebody's mom or somebody's dad, but you're still responsible for that individual. And you know, a lot of people come into relationships thinking they're looking for their better half, but you're not, because you're already a whole person. So you're looking for another whole person. You feel me? And so I found that, you know, with her, and she found that with me, and so we just been making it work for 10 years, brother.
10 years. Black people out here such as myself who we have not found nobody yet, or what should we do?
Do you. Do you. Just don't do me. Do you. You know what you want in an individual, and you gotta find that. You know, don't put these these crazy expectations on another individual. Dudes our age, they looking for Beyonce still. I want somebody to look like Beyonce. Brother, you don't look like Denzel Washington.
Right.
So why y'all here looking for Beyonce?
Right.
And
can we afford Beyonce?
Right, exactly. Can you afford Beyonce? And then, you know, you got to get lucky. You got to find, they say equally yoked, but you got to find somebody who, you know, that you genuinely care about. Me and my wife was friends for a long time before we started dating. So I think friendship actually is the core to any relationship, marriage or not, or some, you know, trying to be more serious. We gave gifts just to give gifts, you know what I mean? We helped each other when we were lacking in certain things, you know what I mean? And that was just on, you're my friend, you know, I wanna help you get better in this, whatever it is. Like, I taught my wife how to drive when we were friends, you know what I mean? And like, I sacrificed my time to come down and see her. And then when I was lacking things like clean clothes or something like that, she would come to my house or my stepmom's house, come get me. We would go to the mall. She would, you know, do whatever it is as far as providing or giving clothes and gifts and stuff like that. So we just looked out for each other on a different level. And so you can't be selfish in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you have to also give and take. And so a lot of people don't want to. They don't want to give. They just want to take.
Powerful. That's powerful, brother. Man, I gotta do some work. I gotta do some work.
Because everybody got these standards, man. There's nothing wrong with having standards. Keep your standards. But you know, don't always throw the fish out with the water, or whatever they say. Don't throw everything out. You know what I mean? Because it might be that one person that might be the person for you. That mush with you for the long time.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate the wisdom. Influences. What was the influences? Who has influenced you to this day to be the man and have this wisdom you dropping now?
Influence. I'm going to shout out my Uncle D. He's a pastor now. But really, when I was a teenager in high school, like that was the man who said things. Like my dad was always there. But my dad from the old school, he from the South, and he was older, like I said, and he kind of had a different mindset. But I always wanted something more out of life, you know, something more more peaceful. And so being around Uncle D, and just seeing how he interacted with his family, and just as a man, that was inspiring to me to make me want to do better. You know, it's more than life than just cars and different women, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can actually have, you know, something more than that. You can have peace, you know, in a family dynamic. And so Uncle D, who's not my biological uncle, but he loves me as a nephew, and, you know, he was there. You know, he put in that time. He took me places. He showed me like, you can do this, and this without your pants sagging. You can do this, and this without talking crazy to people. You can do this, and this, and you can make this kind of money, and you can do this in life. But you don't need to try to steal and lie to people and all this to get ahead in life. You can actually do the right thing in life and still be prosperous. And that was after the Lakers, shout out to LA, won a championship. And we just shared that moment on the phone, like, yeah, man, we just won, But just going back, man, we've been rocking 17, 18 years with me and Uncle D.
Wow.
And so, yeah, man, shout out to Lockwood, man.
Yo, big shout out to the brother. He was an influence for me in high school. Because remember, we used to hang out in his class at lunch.
Yep.
And he provided a space for us to just chill out.
Yep.
And he was in the conversation. Because you got me thinking, it was great then to see a black man teaching. Was very cool, but still had that strong discipline. Because he'll remove you from the class.
Right.
In a cool way, and then and still talk to you.
Right.
So yeah, shout out to Lockwood.
Yeah, man. Say Master P.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Miller. That's my dog. You know, but before that, even before I got to P, it was really my brothers who are right above me in age. But they had caught a case in Oakland when we was living in Oakland, and they ended up going to jail for X amount of years. And so really the music of the No Limit and Master P kind of really influenced me from that point on, because I kind of lost the connection with my brothers. But that music kind of was what No Limit reunion.
You feel me? That's
but
right.
the music kind of kept me even keel until I met Lockwood later on in life, and he showed me something else. But Lockwood, Master P, and then I gotta shout out, man, another dude who was inspirational in my life, especially when I was in East Oakland. Was he passed away now, but we call him Big L, Lawrence, and he got a son that's at Hayward playing football. Well, he's going to college now to play ball, but Lawrence, he used to do like Lockwood did, but he was more of the hood. He be smoking the Blackie Miles. He got there barbecuing. He talked to all the kids in the apartments, like, yo, Savalas, this what you gonna be when you grow up. Yo, this what you gonna be when you grow up. Hey, come wash the car for me, I'll give you $20. Like, that's when I was like 12, 13, 14, right there. And he was that one dude back in the hood who really he used to have locks, long locks, big dude, like 6'3", but he used to chill with us, play ball with us, hoop with us, all this stuff. And like, Lawrence was definitely inspiration as well.
Definitely. So with that, from what I'm getting, it sounds like you was groomed by a lot of, I don't want to say strong black men. I guess you was groomed by all different from different groups of black men in many different avenues. Definitely.
Like, my dad was old school, Louisiana country, and then Uncle D, he was more the spiritual, discipline, do the right thing by any means. And then Big L, Lawrence, he was more relatable to the youth. You know, he understood the culture of what we was dealing with at the time, especially in the mid 2000s or the early 2000s in that era. And so definitely, man, 3 different individuals who were males who brought some knowledge and wisdom that I took from.
Definitely. So, and then when we're gonna end with this, what would be the best wisdom you got from childhood, or just from all those influences put together?
Man, the best influence?
Wisdom.
The best wisdom. I live by this code. It's called Glory and Shame. I got a record label. I even named it Glory and Shame. And so that's the best wisdom, man. Knowing that the glory, or let's just go back, the shame, the bad things, they're going to happen to you. The bad things in life are going to happen. But tomorrow, you can get that glory. You can get that good stuff to happen to you. And so that's kind of where that comes from, man. And it's just every day, it's like that yin and yang, you know what I mean? It's good and bad. And so I just live by that code, man. That's the best wisdom that I got from anybody. Like, just all those dynamics and understanding that eternally, and just kind of living my life with that, man. Like, the good and the bad's gonna happen. That's why a lot of things don't even stress me, man. Like, stuff happen, I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna deal with it later or something.